What you don't see is behind their belt is their livers. Look at the livers. They are not looking normal. Anybody who is non-medical person will say this liver is not normal. It's full of fat. So fat is getting deposited in the abdomen. Fat is going in the liver. And fat is going elsewhere where it does not go. This is another guy. You know, a security personnel next to my home in New Delhi. And we did an investigation to look at muscle fat. Now, who would know that the muscle here would have fat? And when we did this study, this muscle was full of fat. So, our body is full of fat. Fat is going in the liver, fat is going in the pancreas, fat is going in the heart, fat is going in the muscle. And everywhere, as Dr. Heber has said, it creates problem. Fat is releasing some poisons which will produce dysfunction, which will produce fibrosis or destruction of that organ and later on cancer as well. Now we know that 30% of the cancer are related to obesity. So obesity is everywhere in India. It is coming to low socioeconomic strata. Now this is a story from Bulbam markets on diabetes in India. And the main person they have chosen, author has chosen, is a slum dweller in Mumbai. It could be slum dweller here or in New Delhi. This female shifted from Bihar to Mumbai, didn't know what diabetes was, developed pain in the leg, found to have 500 sugar, the leg had to be cut off. She didn't know what diabetes was, how to prevent it, what is the good nutrition, what is the good lifestyle, and ultimately she suffered like this. And many of the people are getting rich. You know, many of you are getting rich, many of people who sold their land in Delhi are getting rich. And this photograph is 3 people who are suddenly have recently become rich. And look at their abdomen, huge abdomen. And next to them is their car, and the car is Porsche. This is how the things are happening as far as India is concerned. These are all that have obesity, fat everywhere, and a condition what is called as metabolic syndrome, where multiple risk factors are increasing day by day and destroying their organs. So a number of problems in body composition and metabolism necessitate that we start management, whether it's nutrition management or it's a physical activity or any other management at a lower level of obesity. We have high body fat, it increases resistance to the action of insulin. We have high abdominal fat, it causes many poisonous substances like free fatty acid to be thrown in the blood. High liver fat causes inflammation, Dr. Heber has just said that. And low muscle mass, which causes low metabolism of glucose. Now low muscle mass, we never produce athletes, we never have good muscles. And that is another problem as far as glucose metabolism is concerned. Now, many of you would say, what is normal? Normal weight. This is normal weight. This is different from the West. This is different from the people in United States, people in UK. Our definition for obesity and overweight are different. It is lower. 23 and 25 BMI is overweight and obese. And similarly, 90 centimeters for male and 80 centimeters for female waist circumference are normal. Now you should remember this. This is very, very important slide because there you will start your management. There you will start the advice for nutrition and exercise. These are the cutoff. The moment you are above this cutoff, you are at risk for developing many problems. Now let's look at some of the diet. A diet affects the insulin action. Now this is a pathway, very complicated pathway for action of insulin. Insulin action, if it does not take well, it creates high cholesterol, high triglyceride, bad cholesterol goes up, good cholesterol goes down, our arteries accumulate a lot of cholesterol. So, according to many studies that we have done and many other people have done in India, that we have low intake of fiber, low intake of a good fatty acid, but not all fats are bad, low intake of monounsaturated fatty acid. low intake of omega-3 fatty acid, I'll come to that in a minute, and high intake of very, very poisonous trans fatty acid. I'll come to that in a minute as well. Omega-3 fatty acid, we know that Eskimos have a lot of fat. They take, they eat seals, they take their oil, they cook everything in that oil. But it still takes very long because these animals contain a high percentage of omega-3 fatty acid in their various tissues, which has a very good effect on the blood. Doesn't let blood clot and decreases triglyceride. Now, unfortunately, most of the omega-3 fatty acid in a human being is obtained from fish. But those of you who are vegetarian, we have plenty of people who are vegetarian here. 60 to 70% people here are vegetarian. They will get the omega-3 from other sources. But those sources are not terribly good. One of the good sources is flaxseed. Now, these are three types of omega-3 fatty acid: alpha-linolenic acid, icosapentaenoic acid. I don't want to go into detail, but these are extremely beneficial, and they're actually very less in our food intake. And that's why we may be developing problems in the insulin action, problems in the heart, problems in the clotting of the blood. Now, these are some of the sources. You say flaxseed, walnuts, almonds, flaxseed oil, mustard oil, olive. I'm told the oils there are different. I'll come to that oil a little. Soya bean oil, eggs, and of course fish. Many types of fish, and salmon has the highest omega-3 fatty acid. Now, this is the cooking oil, and I want to talk to you about cooking oil because I believe that you people take a lot of sunflower oil. Now, if you see the sunflower oil, it is not all good. Omega-3 is mostly from mustard or rapeseed oil, what is one of the varieties, canola oil, and flaxseed oil. Unfortunately, sunflower has more of omega-6, which is not very good, and Dr. Hebert will tell you more. He's a master in that omega-6, if it's more, omega-3 is low, it's not good for the body, not good at all. And hence you need to choose, besides what you're eating, you need to choose your oils very, very carefully. And there are a number of studies which show that it is beneficial for the heart, it causes decrease in the death, it causes slow aging, it benefits brain, it benefits liver, kidneys, skin disorders, immunity, arthritis, ulcerative colitis, number of, I have just put a few here. But look at the benefits of a simple supplement from the diet. And number of diets have been, Eskimo diet, brain food diet, omega, etc., which are selling like anything all over the world.